Rightio. Okay, I think we are live, ladies. So I know there's a bit of a feedback loop. Let me see here. Let me just check. Guys, can you let me know if you see my live video in the group? I'm just gonna make sure everybody sees my settings. Yes, it is live. I just want to give everybody time to come on board. Do you see my live, darling? Okay. And we've got somebody is in the house. Like, can you just comment if you see my screen, please? So I know it's working. And then we will get started in a couple of minutes to give everyone time. I've got 3 comments here. Okay, I'm looking at my phone, so I've got the comments on here. So this is kind of fun. Hi, Leanne is in the house. We've got John, of course, and Christy, you're driving and listening. Naughty girl. Please, please, please don't crash. Okay. That's great. That is really great. So if I look down, it's because I'm looking at my phone. See, I'm looking at the comment section because what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch to slides in a minute and start my slide presentation because I've got a lot to share. And then you guys, if you have questions, pop them in the comments below and I will answer them at the end of the presentation because I want to go through this first and share what I have so you understand what's actually happening and what we're going to be workshopping over the next 3 days. Next week on Thursday, we will have a Q&A call here in the group where you can bring any questions you have around this 3-day challenge or any questions you have around the business into the call. It will be set up as an event in the group. I'll do that over the weekend and the call will happen in Zoom again. So I will give you the link and everything. But for now, let me just switch to my slide deck and see whether this is actually working. If I press play, can you guys see my slide, please? Can you let me know if you see my slide? You should be seeing the first. Hey, Dion. Hi, Sherry-Ann. Hi, Helen. How are you guys? Can you see my slide deck?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Now it is there.
Now it is there? That is fabulous. All right. So guys, I am really, really excited about this challenge because over the next 3 days, we will set up the foundation for your lifestyle business using the new way of marketing. Okay, so if you haven't watched my Lifestyle Accelerator Foundation call, my live that I did in the group last week, go back to the Unit 2 section. I believe it's in the Unit 2 and watch that video. I know most of you have watched it, so if you have done, you're kind of up to date with what's going on. And basically, today is all about looking at your blueprint. And when I talk about the blueprint, I'm talking about your funnel and the way that you're actually getting your dream client into your business, right? The way that you attract her or him on the front end, and then the way that you nurture her through the various offerings that you will offer them as part of their customer journey. Now, some of you have already done the customer journey exercise, which is awesome. And I honestly love seeing you guys submitting your homework from that and also from the Persuasion Accelerator modules 1 and 2. So keep them coming. Obviously, the more you submit, the more I can help you guys and support you. And basically, it's all about building your blueprint. So today is the foundational day for your blueprint. And I want to share with you how to actually looks like in my business, so you can then take it and modulate for your business. Because if you don't have that clarity right now, and if you don't have that clarity before you put offers out there, what happens is you're going to confuse your audience because you don't have the clarity. And if you don't have the clarity, that shows in your messaging and in the way that you show up. Because what happens then is you get overwhelmed and you are going to put messaging out there that is all over the show, and it hasn't got a clear kind of structure and a clear strategy to it. So we want to avoid that, and I want to give you the tools and the knowledge and the power that you need to start messaging in a way that is strategic, so your perfect ideal client will respond to that. They will lean in, they will pay attention, and if they are at the moment in time where they're ready to invest with you, they will start buying from you. That is basically what this is all about. So I talked in detail about the old way versus the new way of marketing in my live last week, which you can find in Unit 2. But just to reiterate, basically the old way of marketing was to get people into your list, right? So you build a list of subscribers, and then you got to spend weeks, months, and sometimes years nurturing that list by sending them emails. And if you're not motivated, or you have a natural kind of icky feeling around sending emails more frequently, then guess what happens? You're not going to send them emails. And what actually happens as well is you attract cold subscribers who have no idea who you are. They literally just put their hand up for your lead magnet, and now they're in your list, and you're sending them pitchy emails. They can be soft pitches, but they're not ready to buy from you because A, they don't see you as the expert, B, they don't trust you, and C, they're the wrong type of people anyway. So the new way of marketing is actually attracting the right type of people, getting them to a state where they're so excited and so trusting of you as the expert that they take the first step and invest in you. And that's what you guys have done being in the $7 group. Right? You have seen me sharing amazing content, and I haven't asked you for an email address. So the first step is education and awareness. And the way you educate and make people aware is via a series of value bomb pages. And we go into detail how they look like, what you actually give them, and the way they feature into your blueprint tomorrow. Tomorrow is all about the two-step, okay? Because it's a two-step process, and a lot of people are doing two steps online. A lot of people are doing it wrong, and what happens then is they end up in Facebook jail, because Facebook will basically ban them from messaging people. So the two-step is putting content out there on your business page, on your profile page, and in your groups, and then get people to request that thing that you promise rather than just dropping a link, and then you send them the information in a private messenger message. But if you do it wrong, you will get in Facebook jail. And tomorrow we're going to cover all of that and what you should not do to make sure that doesn't happen to you, and also what you should be doing to do that artfully, stylishly, with integrity. Okay, so rather than having people going aggro and upset at you, they actually send you messages of love and encouragement because they just can't believe how much stuff you give them. And some of you here have done that. You know, you have raved about like how you love the fact that I'm sending you these amazing value bomb pages without even asking for something up front. And that is what we're doing. So phase 1 is all about education and awareness using the two-step, which we'll cover tomorrow. Phase 2 or step 2 is the lifestyle business blueprint. Now, the lifestyle business blueprint is basically all about your first step that you're giving people that they buy from you. So this is what I refer to as the tripwire offer. This is your entry level offer that you're giving to people using the new way of marketing. Step 3 is, so I'm going to show you, this is my kind of funnel. So I'm just going to share what these are. So basically, step 2 is my Facebook group, okay? Step 3 is I help my ideal clients design and build their lifestyle business. In step 4, I help them deploy their lifestyle business. And in step 5, I help them optimize and scale their lifestyle business. And step 3 to 5 are my paid programs. Now I'm rolling them out as we speak. Okay, I'm rolling out step 3 right now, which is the Persuasion Accelerator. And I'm going to show you exactly what my steps are in a minute. Okay, so this is basically what you need to be considering once you're done with today's presentation. So what I like you to do is actually blueprint out your steps depending on your customer journey, depending on the transformation that you facilitate, and depending on what you want to offer them as part of that journey. You can have just 4 steps. You can just have 3 steps. At the end of the day, it all depends on your business module and how you actually want to restructure the model so that it is in alignment with the new way of marketing. So if you have, for example, a good, really top-selling offer and it is in demand and people love it and they buy from you over and over again, I don't want you to scrap that. I just want you to slot in a step 2. So when you have the awareness phase, you can actually direct them into building a list of customers. We want to stop building a list of freebie seekers who are not right for us because they don't see us as the expert. They have no intention of buying from us. And what we want instead is customers who buy a low-cost tripwire offer, and then we can nurture them into the higher-end programs. Because somebody who's bought from you before is likely to buy from you again. Does that make sense, guys? Please just drop a yes or hell yeah in the comments so I know that you're with me and you understand. And let's look at the lifestyle business blueprint. Okay, so how does it look like in my business? So in my business, my step 2 is the foundation. Okay, so this is basically the $7 group where I show you guys the blueprint of how you build a lifestyle business. Yes, this is basically where I give you the training to set up that foundation, to rejig your business in a way that makes it super, super exciting for your dream clients to walk through and to basically get that you're the expert for them. And then it's just a matter of connecting them with the next step. Because if I help you guys get results in the group, right, in the first step and also in the Persuasion Accelerator, then when you get results, right, because you take that into the marketplace, you apply it in your marketing, and you basically then get the results. So you start making money, you start making sales, you start seeing this come to fruition. So when you're then ready to go to the next level, where you want to optimize your lifestyle business, where you want to double your sales, triple your sales, you want to really level up and your profit machine, guess what happens? You'll likely come back to me and you look at my next step, which will be my step 4, which is my Profit Accelerator program. And you're going to see that all visually on the next slide. So basically in the next, in the phase 2, in the momentum, that is what we do tomorrow. So the $7 group has actually 3 phases. The first phase is the foundation. This is what we're looking at today and what we did last week in the live that I did in the group. Phase 2 happens tomorrow, where we look at how you can actually build momentum using this organic 2-step method and basically fine-tune your organic delivery to mastery level. Because if you can master organic marketing, you have a recipe to print money, because you don't need to rely on paid advertising. So many women are struggling with their business because they don't have enough leads, right? And they don't have enough sales. And if that is you right now, then you don't have a lead problem. You actually don't have a sales problem. If you have sold before, if you have validated your offer, you don't have a lead and sales problem. You have a machine problem. And a machine is your blueprint. And once that machine is in action and in play, and you master organic marketing, you will have leads come through the door over and over and over again. Okay? And you don't have to worry about using paid advertising. But you can if you want to scale the business faster. So that's the option that you have. But before you do paid advertising, like I was stressing last week, is that you need to master organic, because without organic, you don't have the numbers. And without having the numbers, you're not able to then say objectively whether your marketing, like your Facebook ad marketing, is on track with your numbers. So this is really crucial. And phase 3 is the scaling bit. So on day 3 of this challenge, we're going to look into how that looks like for your business and how you can actually build your tribe organically, dial in the messaging, and then retargeting the warm audiences if you want to use retargeting ads via Facebook, which are very, very cheap, okay, but they are really powerful. Okay, and I'm going to share that in a separate training. I'm actually going to do a separate training on doing the first steps of retargeting with Facebook ads using a video. Okay, especially Facebook Lives. So we go into that more tomorrow and on the next day. But for now, so this is what my business looks like. So I do my organic marketing. Oops. Let me do that again. And I basically share a lot of value bombs. And then I ask people on the value bomb pages to join my $7 group. So they join my $7 group, and I basically teach you the 3 phases of building the lifestyle blueprint, which is the foundation, the momentum, and the scale phases. Okay? So my next step is basically the story, the messaging, and the marketing machine, which is my Persuasion Accelerator. And for those of you who have acted before the deadline, you actually have lifetime access to the Persuasion Accelerator. So the Persuasion Accelerator membership will teach you everything you need to know about story, messaging, marketing, and setting up your machine. So it'll give you the techie side, it'll give you the messaging side, and some of you have already or are going through this, and you have amazing breakthroughs already, which is awesome. That is what I want to see. And by all means, at any stage, never feel too shy or too self-conscious to give me feedback, good and bad, okay? The bad feedback will help me improve on the course, and the good feedback will help me feel that I'm on track, and it actually makes me very, very happy to see that. So keep the feedback coming, guys. I really, really appreciate it. So step 4, the next step, is where I help people optimize their lifestyle business. So this is where we dive deeper into sales, how to actually double sales without spending more money or time, and how to amplify the profit machine. And I'll do that with my Profit Accelerator, which is my next program. So right now I'm rolling out the Persuasion Accelerator. The next one will be the Profit Accelerator. And then step 5, which is really what I'm passionate about tremendously, because it helps me save time every day in my business, is systems, automation, and time freedom, right? And this is going to be my System Accelerator program. So in the future, these will be my 3 signature programs. And I will make them available for sale to people at a minimum of $1,000 each. But if they buy all 3, if they spend $2,000, they can have all 3 of them. And there will also be an option where they can have all 3 of them for a monthly amount of $197. So rather than charging them up front, I give them an option to do payment plans, which gives me repetitive income, and it gives them a chance to be mentored by someone like me and have access to the group, have access to the whole tribe, and get access to all the programs that I roll out. So that is basically kind of like the immediate future that I'm rolling out over the next 3 to 6 months, just to give you guys a snapshot of how that actually looks like. So for now, do you have any questions right now that that need to sort of be clarified? Does that make sense? Dion says, yeah, I want to master organic marketing. Yes, and you will. Okay, with this, you will be flying, but it is crucial that you understand how to do the 2-step correctly, and you learn that tomorrow. So do you have any questions around how to sort of blueprint your business using my example as an example for your business? Pop them in the comments. I'm just going to continue, and John will put the hand up if he sees any one of you asking, because I'm not looking actively at the screen with the comments. So let's revisit the Dream Client Journey Map. So the Dream Client Journey Map is basically crucial for you guys to build your lifestyle business blueprint. So you want to map out what your dream client feels when they first meet you. So when they meet you is when they see your organic content. How do they feel? The reason why we hone in and dig into the emotions is because it is with emotions that people pay attention to our messaging. If we cannot address their emotion at every stage of the journey, we're not going to grab their attention. And our message will just be one of millions, right? It will just be disappearing in the sea of messaging and marketing that is happening online, especially on social media. So it is absolutely crucial for you to understand the emotions that she feels at every stage of the journey. And one of the best ways to do that is to look at yourself. Think back 1 month from now, 3 months from now, a year from now. How were you feeling when that problem presented themselves to you? Because chances are your dream client is a person just like you. Yeah, she shares your values. She shares your psychographics, so your basically the loves that you have, the passions that you have for things like travel, like reading, like drinking wine or chai tea or whatever. So your dream client shares those same passions and values that you do. If it's important to you to market with integrity, guess what? It is important to your dream client to market her business with integrity. Absolutely crucial. But how does that make her feel when she's in pain, when she's overwhelmed? What does she actually say to herself at every one stage? How does she phrase that in her own head? What does she say when she wakes up at 3 o'clock at night and she stresses about money, or she stresses about a lack of clients, or she stresses about that she's not good enough, that she feels like an imposter? How does she phrase that conversation in her head? You know that because you've done the same thing. So revisit how you felt and brainstorm that on paper, ideally, because paper is a great medium to get clarity around all of that. And then you basically, every dot you see on the map here is one of your offers. So the first dot will be the first dot will be like the very first dot to start is when they first see your organic messaging. And then the next dot is the content pages, the value bombs that they go and consume. And then the next dot is your low-cost tripwire entry-level offer. And then the next big dot is your signature program. And then you might have several more offers, which could be more expensive or less expensive, right? So these are the journeys that your dream client takes with you. And if you understand how she feels at every stage of the journey, you will be able to use really dialed in messaging that helps her see that you get how she feels and what she struggles with. Making sense? So let's look at your blueprint. Here are the questions you want to ask yourself. Step 1. What do they need to know? What do they need to know to make a buying decision with you? An informed buying decision. Because chances are a lot of people don't actually know that they need systems to be time-free. But for me, that's a later stage. Because without having their story and their sales dialed in, they can't or they shouldn't be worrying about systems, right? Systems don't become a problem unless you earn 6 figures and more. They just don't. Because you mostly do everything yourself in the business until that stage. And then you go, oh, shucks, I need help. Oh, my God, I'm drowning in admin work. I'm drowning in designing work. I'm drowning in all the kind of work I shouldn't be doing because my genius is not admin and it's not design. Yeah, your genius might be helping women get pregnant, like in Helen's case, or helping people live healthier, like in Leanne's case, or taking the admin horrors out, like in Helen Borden's case. So your genius is what you should be focused on. When you get to a 6-figure income stage or close to 6 figures, then you should be considering putting systems in place and hiring team. Because until then, you most likely don't have the spare cash flow. That's another problem. You don't really want to spend money if you don't have consistent income coming in months after months after months. So right now, ask yourself, what does your ideal client need to know? That is where you start. That's what your content is going to be all about. And we're going to go into that tomorrow as well. Okay, so don't fret about it, don't stress about it, but just ask yourself that question right now. And then step 2, where does your tribe live? Mine is living right here in this group. This is what I decided to do, right? That works for me because I travel all the time, and one of the reasons why I've moved away from doing one-on-one mentoring is because I want to serve more people. And I can't do that if I work with women one-on-one. Does it mean I don't work with women one-on-one anymore? No. But in the future, it'll be more a higher end in a group format. So it's actually cheaper for my ideal client to work with me and get access to me, to calls and stuff like that, but it will be in a group rather than a one-on-one call. So I basically restructured my business to be able to scale massively and to be able to serve a lot more women. I can't do that when I work with women one-on-one, right? If I have 10 high-end clients in a year, I can't impact millions, yeah? But if I can have 10,000 women in this $7 group, I can impact millions. Because these 10,000 women each impact 10,000 women. Right? And it just goes on and on and on. So think about that in your terms. Where do you want your tribe to live? Will it be a Facebook group? Will it be a weekly Zoom call? Will it be a membership site, a small membership site? Will it be a membership site that you just deliver via emails? Will it be a live group, in-person group? Which is great, but again, you're limited. Will it be a group that meets online in a certain medium? So you're all on video, so you could do that on Zoom, and yeah, so think about how that looks like for you. Or will it just be a PDF that you're selling people? It can be whatever you want it to be, as long as it is in alignment with your business and in alignment with your values and the lifestyle business that you actually visualize. You know, when you think about having a lifestyle business, how does that look like for you? What do you want to do? Why is that so important? Is it to travel more? Is it to have more time freedom? Or is it to just spend more time with your grandchildren or your children? Yeah, so get really clear. Don't module your lifestyle business on my business. Module it on what you want. Because now you can build whatever business you want. This is your opportunity. You can start again. You can rejig. You can scrap everything and start from scratch. Because you want to be in love with your business. So if you're not building it in alignment with what you actually value and what's important to you, then you're not going to be in love with your business. You know, Helen wants a dog. Helen Borden wants a dog. Her dream, one of her dreams is to have a dog, a puppy dog. That is amazing, right? So her dream to have a dog is going to power her forward until she has that dog, until she's able to afford the dog and has the time that she can spend with the dog and quit her part-time job. So that is a great dream to have. And then once that happens for Helen, she will have a new dream because it's part of us. We always want to grow. So step 3, what's the next step in your journey? So what is your paid higher end offer? And then the same for step 4. Is there another step, right? Is there another program that you want to sell, another service that you want to sell that kind of complements the first one but can be a standalone product? And if you have a step 5, is there another step still? How would that look like? So today I want you to really think about this, okay? And then if you have questions around it, like feel free to draw that out in a mind map kind of way, or do it like this on a slide deck, or just write it down, scribble it on paper. I don't need to see it. If you want to share it, by all means, you're welcome to share it in the group. And if you have questions, pop them in the group. So what I want you to do today as well, I want you to optimize your profile page. This is your Facebook profile page. This is not your business page. This is the page when you log into Facebook and you click on your name at the top there where it says Monica, okay? So it'll say your name there and it'll show your photo. And then you go to the left-hand side, there's an intro section. And you want to edit your intro with your elevator pitch. If you don't know how to write your elevator pitch, or you haven't gone through module 1 in the Persuasion Accelerator, it's in lesson 6. Okay, so go through that training, write your elevator pitch, ask me for feedback in the group if you want, and then pop that into your Facebook profile page in the intro section. I also want you to link to your Facebook business page. So where you see the Persuasion and Client Attraction Strategies at Client Attraction Alchemy. That's my business page. So I want you to link that, and you can do that in the About section. There's settings you can go in, and you can link that. Okay. And then the third thing that I want you to consider is to get a vanity URL. My vanity URL is the sales page for my $7 group. It's lifestylefor7.com. Why do we need a vanity URL? It's because you are going to sprinkle that link everywhere. Okay? Once you do the value bomb 2-step strategy, you're going to need a vanity URL. It should be easy for people to spell and easy for people to remember. I've actually bought lifestylefor7.com with the number 7, and I've also bought lifestylefor7 with the number 7 spelled out in a word, and I'm redirecting that from my domain registrar straight to the sales page. So if you're using your name, people misspell your name. People spell my name wrong all the time. They say Monica with a C. My name is spelled with a K, okay? They write Monica with a C. They write Monica. They write Monique without the A. Like, honestly, guys, I can't remember how often my name gets misspelled. And so don't use your name as your vanity URL. Use something simple. It could be, it should only be like 3 words at the max, or 2 words and a number, right? Just be mindful that it's not a hype claim vanity URL, because what happened when I shared that last week, I tried to get my Facebook campaign approved with this new Lifestyle for 7 URL, and Facebook flagged it as a multi-level marketing, because I think the name lifestyle was bringing up spam warnings. Okay, so be very careful in the kind of domain that you use, and if you're not sure, just bring it into the group and ask me, and I'll give you some feedback. I've got my ad approved, but I actually had to do it manually, and it was it drove me nuts. That's when I was wanting to drink white wine at 7 a.m. in the morning last week, because I just spent like an hour on Facebook chat trying to get my ad approved, my campaign approved, which it did. But like I also said, they're very strict at the moment. They flag every coach's ads at the moment. So it's not just that, it's everybody gets flagged. But just be mindful with the vanity URL. And obviously, you know, you want to find whether that URL, that domain name is still available. So you need to go to GoDaddy.com and go to the search bar and look for a domain name that ends in .com, preferably. So that's your homework for today, aside with blueprinting your business. So task number 1 is to revisit your client journey and get clear on the emotions, the results, and the transformation you facilitate. Task number 2 is to answer these 5 questions. What do they need to know in the awareness phase, so they can make an informed buying decision with you for the entry-level offer? Where will you build and grow your tribe? You know, some ideas are Facebook group, weekly Zoom calls, offline gatherings, weekly training workshops, okay, whatever works for you with your lifestyle. And this will be your entry-level offer 1. What's the next step? Clients can choose with you, which is your offer 2. Is there another step you can teach to upgrade clients? That will be your 3rd offer. And if there's yet another step, that will be your 4th offer. And task number 3, map your lifestyle business blueprint. So you can take a screenshot of this screen right now. If you're on a laptop, that is, if you're on the phone, yes, you can take a screenshot on the phone. But depending on your phone, I don't really know. But on the laptop, you press Command, Shift, and number 4, and then it gives you a little crossbar, and you can hover over it and let go, and then it takes a screenshot. And if you're on a Windows computer, you press Control, Shift, and 4. I think I'm on a Mac, so I'm not 100% sure. You can also pause the video at this step and then come back to it. And then step number 4, task number 4, is to optimize your Facebook profile page. Okay? So let's hear your questions. Let me just get out of the slide deck and come back to the camera. There we go. So, who's got questions? Let me refresh my screen. Let's see here. Just wrote that. Wine at 7 a.m. iPad screenshot is perfect. All right, cool. Does anybody have questions right now about your homework, about the kind of the way the blueprint works, your steps? Don't worry about the dogs, they're playing. I apologize for that. Nobody has questions. If nobody has questions, that's fine. You've got work to do. And what's that, John?
I say you're lagging, so just wait for it to come through.
Oh, okay, I'm lagging. I'll just drink some tea. The dogs are going crazy. Isn't that a beautiful tea cup? I love drinking out of pottery pieces. That looks like homemade, but I think it's probably commercially produced, but it's gorgeous. Huh? Question? Yeah, okay. Who's got a question? No, Helen. Okay, Helen says, did you mean that Facebook would let you have another name for your Facebook personal page URL? No. The vanity URL is a domain name. So that's a domain name you buy from a place like GoDaddy. This is what you usually buy when you set up a website, okay? So you would need to set that up on a domain that you then use to sell your low-cost offer. So if you have a website at the moment, you use the website, but you obviously set up the website in a way where you drive traffic to it. But the vanity URL will be used for setting up your sales page for the low-cost offer. And the reason that we want a vanity URL and not your traditional website is because it helps people remember it. So you want a catchy URL that is related to your $7 or your $9 or your low-cost offer. Hey, what are you doing there, darling? I got a little pug with his hair between my legs. Oh my God, he's so cute. Yeah, so the vanity URL is separate, and it will have to be set up as a separate kind of website, if that makes sense. If you use Helen Borden, people will misspell that name, okay? And you want to be able to say that on your Facebook Lives. You want to be able to say, visit my lifestylefor7.com website. People don't misspell lifestyle for 7, So the chances for misspelling is smaller than if I say go to monicamandel.com. They go, how do you spell Monica Mandel? And you don't have time always to actually spell it out for them. So it needs to be very simple to spell. It doesn't have to be fancy, okay? It could just be, let's say, Helen, in your case, you would have a Facebook group where you teach budding admins, virtual admins, how to build a virtual admin business. That could be your kind of like your tripwire offer. So your vanity URL could be something like admin business, kickstart admin or something like that. It has to be short, right? And maybe you can throw in a number depending how much you charge. So just think about obviously your tripwire offer and then think about your vanity URL. Does that make sense? Does that help? Let's see here. Yes, okay. Oh no, that was before mine. No question, great session. Thank you, Cherry Ann. Do I actually pronounce it right? Cherry Ann or Sherry Ann? Is it one, Cherry, or Sherry, 2? Let me know, please. Good stuff. I look forward to seeing you guys implement and bring in questions. All right, guys, it doesn't look like there's any more questions. But anyway, you can pop your questions in the chat even when I'm done with the live. I'll be cycling through the group and check if you need help. But thank you so much for showing up, and I look forward to seeing you guys implement this. It is a lot of fun, honestly. I've never had so much fun marketing my business than I have since I've implemented the organic two-step. And I started with that last year. Actually, I started with that in 2017, and I kind of gone and, I've gone off it, and because I've had challenges in my life, and every time I do, it affects the momentum, obviously, but every time I re-engage, I get massive momentum very quickly. So I know this works. I have used it over a few times, and every time it has given me massive momentum. So I can say from personal experience, it works very well. And I know people that use this consistently. And yeah. Question? Okay. Question. Another question? Okay, let me refresh my screen. Sherry as in the fruit. I love it. Yeah, thank you. Yes, thank you for clarifying. Tripwire, says Leanne. Thank you so much, says Helen. Dion says, when you've mentioned what does your client need to know, what do you mean? Okay. Yeah, okay, cool. That's great. What do I mean? What does your client need to know? So, Dion, with your marketing, when you put your content out there, okay, you can't just put content out willy-nilly. You got to be structured and strategic around that. And the way you do that is your tripwire offer, your entry-level offer, solves a certain problem for your clients, okay? So let's say you help them cook a 5-course meal. That is their problem, right? They like socializing. They want to invite their friends. They're successful people. They have jobs. Mom and dad have a job. They have kids. They got a fancy house. But they like to socialize and invite people over to sort of demonstrate how amazing their life is. So they love hosting dinner challenges or dinners to their group circle of friends. The problem is neither the wife nor the husband knows how to cook a 5-star meal or a 5-course meal that is actually nice, and so they don't have to buy and pay a caterer to do it. So they would basically sell that as a training, right? You would sell that as a training to these people. So what do they need to know to make an informed buying decision to buy your mini course on how to cook an amazing 5-course meal? What do they need to know? They need to know that you shouldn't match 2 of the same in 2 courses. So you can't have chicken in your entree and then chicken in your main course, right? So you would have to educate your market on that. And that's what you would be using in your messaging with your value bombs. And they would also need to know that it takes a lot more time to prep the meal, each of the courses, than it actually does to cook it. So they need to know that they need to prep everything before they can cook it. So they need to be prepared. So in your business, what do they need to prep? What do they already need to understand so they can then make a buying decision to buy your first level entry offer? That is what this is about. Does that help? And Sherry says she is enjoying the process. That is fabulous. I love hearing that. Let me just look at your comments. Yeah, okay, fabulous. Yeah. So just, all of this, feel free to bring it into the group, Dion, if you're kind of brainstorming the different phases and maybe you want to just do like a blueprint, I love scribbling, so I'm always drawing mind maps and stuff. So maybe you want to draw a mind map with your phases or with your steps, and then put what they need to know in the awareness phase, and then what you actually facilitate in your entry-level offer phase. And then I can kind of give you feedback, because once I know what you give them, I'll be better able to help you with strategic advice, if that makes sense. Okay, guys. So I think I'm going to call it call it an end. We've been on here 90 minutes, so I don't want to actually been here longer than 90 minutes, almost 2 hours. Really?
48 minutes.
Huh?
48 minutes.
Oh yeah, 48 minutes. Oh, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Yes, so I will leave you. You've got work to do, and tomorrow we'll meet at the same time, same place. Okay, so tomorrow is day 2, and we go into the 2-step, which is so exciting. I'm loving the 2-step. Yeah, so questions, anything, homework, bring it into the group, tag me. Thank you so much for being amazing implementers. I love, love, love seeing you guys take what I give you and actually use it and implement it. That is really makes me so, so proud and happy, and have a wonderful day, everyone. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.